Fahim from Sweden asked earlier about al-istikhara and dreams. He said, how do we know that this dream is some sort of guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to do or not to do? Again and again and again. Al-istikhara, simply your part is to empty your mind from any decision making pertaining to choices: to do or not to do, to marry her or not to marry her, to accept this proposal or not to accept it, to travel or not to travel, to buy or not to buy, to sell or not to sell. Serious matters. So after you pray the 2 rak'ahs and you make this dua and you consult Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by His power, infinite power and infinite knowledge, you say, إن كنت تعلم أن هذا الأمر خيرا لي في ديني ومعاشي وعاجل أمري وآجله فاقدره لي ويسره لي. Okay, I want you to pay attention to this phrase, which is narrated in the sound hadith by Jabir ibn Abdullah, may Allah be pleased with him and his father. If you know in your eternal knowledge and by your infinite power that this choice is good for me pertaining dunya and hereafter, then make it easy for me, facilitate it for me, direct me towards that decision. And if you know the opposite, this is really terrible for me and it's evil, it's a bad choice, then اصرفه عني واصرفني عنه. If we comprehend these 2 sentences, we will answer all the questions pertaining istikhara. Then if you know that this choice is bad for me, then take it away from me and take me away from it. Divert my heart from it. Make me not love it anymore. I was dying to buy a house a few weeks ago, but simply I prayed istikhara. Then when things didn't work out, even though everything was going very smoothly, so when things didn't go as I wished, wallahi, when I made a phone call and it didn't work out on the last step, I went for sujood right away. Why? Because Allah chose for me what's best. I don't know much. I actually don't know anything. Wallahu ya'lam wa antum la ta'lamun. So I say, Ya Allah, choose for me. This is the istikhara. You may see a dream, but it is not necessarily required. Pay attention to this, because in the Indian subcontinent, it's very widespread that you pray istikhara, you go to sleep. That's why you have to pray istikhara before you go to sleep, so that you can see a dream. Not necessarily true. You may not see a dream. And you can pray istikhara any time other than awqatul karaha, of course, day or night. If you see a dream, fine. If you don't, then how do you know that Allah has accepted your istikhara and He's directing you? Whatever happens is His choice. You want to buy the car and say, they jack the price. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't afford to pay a few more thousands. Qaddar Allah ma sha'a. I'm not buying it. This setup is all done by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He diverted you away from it. Sometimes you're dying to marry this girl and you think that you cannot live without her. And the girl believes that if I don't marry him, I'm going to take my life. Then you pray istikhara and you say, Ya Allah, choose for me what's best for me. Then all of a sudden you start realizing things. And it does not work out and you feel very comfortable with it. That is the actual result of Salatul Istikhara. Barakallahu fikum.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم